Hello. In this example, we want to go ahead and solve a word problem. It says, at noon, two canoes began traveling in opposite directions from the dock. One canoe travels east at 5 miles per hour and the other travels west at 3 miles per hour. At what time will the canoes be 16 miles apart? Okay, so in this example, first of all, we've read this once. Let's read it again. At noon, two canoes began traveling in opposite directions from the dock. One canoe travels east at 5 miles per hour, and the other travels west at 3 miles per hour. And the question that we want to answer is, at what time will the canoes be 16 miles apart? Okay, so our question is asking us at what time will they be 16 miles apart? That means that I need to define a variable. So let t equal something. Now, I can't say that it's the time that they're apart, that they will be 16 miles apart, but I can define time as the time that they have been traveling. So let t equal the time since, let's say, the amount of time. Since departure. Okay, so let's use this. First of all, they are traveling in opposite directions. So if this is the origin, one's going east and the other's going west. Okay. Now notice that the one going east will travel that much. So the distance east is blah. Well, distance equals rate times time. The rate is 5 miles per hour times the time of 5. And the distance going west well, the rate going west was 3 miles per hour, and it's actually the same amount of time. And we want to know at the end, they will be 16 miles apart, and at what time will that happen? Now notice that this is 3t, this is 5t, but this is some distance west, this is some distance east. I have to add the two together, and that'll give me 16. In other words, what I want from all this is that d sub w plus d sub e is equal to 16. Now d sub w is just 3t, d sub e is just 5t, equals 16. And this is actually pretty easy. 3t plus 5t, just add the coefficients. 3 plus 5 is 8, and keep the t there, equals 16. Divide by 8, so t equals 2. So that means that this occurs after 2 hours. But if we look up here, it says, at what time will that happen? Well, if it happens after 2 hours and they begin at noon, noon plus 2 hours is 2 p.m. So that means that they are 16 miles apart at 2 p.m. Alrighty. Well, I believe that's it for this example and also for this section. Wonderful. I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.